Yeah, I don't know. What would my new life be? I don't know.
You could be a gym bro. Those guys like,
actually,
if you doped, then you'd probably get more cool.
It's actually just completely okay to dope as a gym bro.
You could be a gym bro.
Just start actually taking steroids and be a gym.
and
Actually,
then make a YouTube channel about it. Yeah, maybe you just lean into it and you make a YouTube channel about like your journey through doping.
What up, party people? Welcome back for another episode of the Bonk Bros podcast. Today we're talking about the latest round of mountain bike World Cups at Leger. Dizzle gives us the lowdown from his experience at the Rift mountain bike race last week, where they took the dub, and a bunch of fun listener questions and more. Speaking of questions, if you have any questions or feedback for the show, you can drop us a note at bonkbrospodcast@gmail.com. And actually, during this episode, we came up with a fun idea. Well, actually, we didn't come up with it. We read a fun idea from one of you guys. So if you're listening to this, send us a picture of your bike, and we're going to rate it on how fast it looks or how slow it looks. And we're going to give you some feedback. So you can send those to bonkbrospodcast@gmail.com, or you can hit up the Bonk Bros Instagram page. Don't send your pictures of the Bonk Bros Instagram page. It's just going to be way too difficult. If you're going to send a picture of your bike, send it to bonkbrospodcast@gmail.com. Today's show is also brought to you by all of our wonderful partners like SILCA Velo, Bike Tires Direct, Bolt Skin and Shave, Scarborough Bicycle Accident Law, and Ketone Aid. So if you want to continue supporting the show while also treating yourself or a friend to a little something in the process, you can head over to any of our amazing partners and pick up some products today, and be sure that you're getting the best of the best, because we only work with the best of the best. Just make sure to head to the show notes for all the latest discount codes and affiliate links so you can make sure that you are getting the discount that you deserve. Also, I know we got a question last week about the new SRAM purple chains and what the deal was with those. So I asked the guys at SILCA, and they reminded me about their blog and YouTube channel, which they often post insightful information on, which could help answer questions like this. So be sure to like and subscribe to their YouTube channel for more marginal gains and general bike nerdery content from Josh and the rest of the SILCA crew. All right, let's get this party started.
We going? Dylan, you want to continue your conversation of what you were talking about before? I got to update Adam on what.
No, I think all parties involved in that conversation don't want to be on the podcast. So,
all right, I'll respect your privacy.
All right. It's not really my private. What? We don't need to get into it.
Are private parts involved in this conversation, or what?
Actually, they are. So anyway, moving on. You guys watch the mountain bike World Cup?
No, I don't. No,
I missed it.
Are you serious?
My algorithm's so off. I don't even like. I gotta fix my algorithm,
dude. I don't have anybody to talk to about the mountain bike World Cup right now.
I wanted to. I just holiday.
There's no way Drew watched it.
No.
Yeah, Dylan, what'd you do in your holiday?
I know what happened, so you can spoil it.
Okay. What'd I do in my holiday? Like, you mean yesterday on Monday?
Yeah.
Went for a
holiday
bike ride.
wasn't on fucking Sunday, so yes, we mean yesterday.
I don't know.
It's a holiday weekend. It's the whole weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Every day is the same for me, so,
Oh, okay.
I didn't even know it was yeah. So, I don't know. I went for a bike ride to celebrate.
It's supposed to be Labor Day. You're not supposed to work.
Oh.
Did you do a big bike ride or what? Like a holiday bike ride?
No, it was like 2 hours.
Wow, dude. Crushing the training.
That's pretty lame.
Is it even worth it to ride for 2 hours?
That would be an hour more than you've ridden a bike in like the last 2 months.
True. That's why I don't do it. It's like, if I can't ride for 4 hours, it's not worth it.
Is that actually your thought process?
No. I wish I had 4 hours to ride.
Yeah. So you guys seriously didn't watch the mountain bike World Cup?
I have not watched it yet, but like I said, I know what happened. So
I mean,
I don't know what happened.
Okay, well, so first of all, Jenny
care, but
oh my God, Scott, come on.
No, I mean, I care. I just don't. I don't. You said no spoilers. I don't give a fuck about that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, first of all, Jenny Rizvitz absolutely dominated. It was like not even close. I think she like dropped everybody on the first or second lap or something.
Wow.
Won by over a minute. Yeah, crazy. And then I usually just watch highlights. I mean, we know this. Tyler has given us a bunch of shit for just being highlight watchers. I actually watched the entire men's race, and I wasn't expecting to. I was like, I'll just put it on and I'll skip through. And it was like so captivating that I nearly spent a whole hour and a half watching the men's race.
Sweet.
I think the thing about it was that so Vanderpool, he like started way back because he's got no points.
Vanderpool was in it. Yeah, that's right.
He started way back because he's got no points, and he's just picking people off the entire race. And you're like, dang, dude, is he actually going to like win this thing? Is he going to go all the way from the back, all the way to the front? Because he kept coming up and up and up. But I will say, just relative to the other riders, it's crazy because he looks so comfortable on a cross bike, even without riding a lot of cross. Like, I'm assuming most of his training is on the road. I could be wrong. Maybe he trains on his cross bike a bit, but he looks the best on a cross bike. He looks a little uncomfortable on a mountain bike, I gotta say. Like, I think he was losing time every single downhill.
So you're saying uncomfortable as in like skills wise, not just like his bike fits off.
No. His bike fits fine. I'm saying like, so there was one point in the race where he caught the front group by like the top of the climb, and then they descended back down to the finishing area, and then all of a sudden there's a gap again. And I was like, he lost that in the downhill. Like, I think if you were to look at the power file, he probably had the highest power in the race. I think he was just losing a bit of time in every single technical downhill section.
You know who doesn't look like that?
Who
else starts at the back but actually wins races?
Tom Pidcock?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom. I mean, every time Tom Pidcock gets on a mountain bike, I'm assuming again, Tom Pidcock probably does most of his training on the road. He doesn't lose any of it. He looks fine.
He looks like a natural on the mountain bike. Yeah. Still, Vanderpool was 6th. Finished a minute down. Was he ever like? Did he ever catch the lead group?
Yeah, at one point he caught the lead group, and then it was probably with like 2 laps to go or something, so it was pretty late in the race. Wow. And he probably burned a ton of matches to even get there. But then, yeah, I think he was just, I honestly just think he was losing too much time. It was a pretty techie course. Like, there was a section where it looked like they were just jumping off a freaking, like a wood, I don't know. It was just like this thing made of wood, and then there's a down ramp, but the down ramp looks completely vertical.
Like a dock drop?
Sure. Yeah. You guys build decks. You probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Do you know if they use screws or nails for that thing?
I don't know. But also, Scott, do you know Cole Punchard? Or was he after your time?
I don't know him, but he's after my
US
time.
guy.
He's Canadian, actually.
Oh,
but he goes to Brevard College.
That's what I was thinking of.
I don't even think he graduated. I think he still goes there, I think. Dude, I did not realize how strong he got. He was like just sitting. I mean, tactically, I don't think this is a great move, but he was just sitting at the front for like 4 laps. He was just leading the World Cup.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he finished 10th, but
he got a flat tire.
What?
Yeah.
Damn. He's looks like he's the youngest dude in the race.
Oh, for sure. What is he? 21 or something?
21, probably turning 22.
Yeah.
So I mean, he should be in the U23 field.
No, I think he like just aged up.
Well, he didn't age up. Maybe he just performed good enough that he wanted to bump up.
Well, he should be in the U23 race, right? But he was like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to the elite race.
That's sick.
I mean, it's kind of like
is he a national champion or something?
Yeah, he's Canadian national champion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back when Howard Grotz and Keegan were U23 racers, they also did. I don't know if they did the elite race at World Cups. They probably didn't because they weren't that fast at World Cups. But like at Nationals, they always did the elite race, not the U23 race.
Sure. What about our boy? What happened to Blevins? Is he washed?
I have no idea. Guess he's washed.
They're making a big deal out of it, because he's won 7 World Cups already this season.
Yeah, actually, I have no idea what happened to him.
Like he never made the front group. You're saying, like you never saw him. He finished 12th.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
Yeah, but it sucks compared to winning.
Yeah, Cannondale Factory Racing is on one right now. Like holy crap. Both the short track and the cross country, they were just like controlling the whole thing the whole time.
Who won the short track?
Ah, dang it. I don't know. Can you look up the results? It's embarrassing.
It was a Cannondale guy. 1-2, right?
Was it a different Cannondale guy then?
I think it was, yeah.
Charlie Aldridge?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, Cole Punchard rides for Cannondale too.
I know.
It's pretty sick.
I know. They're doing something right over there. Because Cole Punchard has gotten a lot faster since the last time I watched a World Cup race. I mean,
he's also to, man. What are you trying to say?
I'm not. I'm just saying they're doing something right over there. Yeah. He's like Cole is also like at that age where you can make a lot of gains really quickly. Like 21 years old.
Yeah. Do you know? So Vanderpool raced this weekend. Do you know? Is there plans for him to race more of the World Cups for the rest of the season? Like, what's the deal?
I think he's going to race the next.
Is he going to race World Champs?
World Champs,
next week?
Yeah. He wants to be mountain bike world champion. Because if he's mountain bike world champion, he can say that he's been a world champion in 3 disciplines.
Sure. Let's see when is so I know the XCM is coming up pretty soon. When's the XCO?
Like, I think if there's any rider that any male rider, because has Pauline ever been all 3 world champs at the same time? She hasn't, has she? She has at the same time.
Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she did that in like 19 maybe or something.
Dang, you have a better memory than I do. Yeah. I think if there's any male rider that has the ability to do that, it'd be Vanderpool. I mean, maybe Pidcock, but Pidcock,
The hard thing with Pidcock is that he'd have to beat Vanderpool in cross, and that's very hard to do.
Well, yeah, and also he hasn't won Road Worlds, and he doesn't really seem close to winning Road Worlds to me.
Is he going this year?
I don't know.
You going?
Or is it too close to the Volta? I guess it's like a week after, huh? It's kind of close.
September 23rd in Rwanda.
Yeah, to get to Africa. It's a long. Well, it's not that far, but it's a hard course.
Is it?
Did you look at it?
I think I did the Tour of Rwanda. I think it's similar course to one of the stages that we did, and it was hard. I mean, there's you can't make it flat. There's no flat roads there.
So there's a lot of climbing, you're saying?
Yeah. It's probably like one of the hardest worlds there's been in like recent time.
Dang. Is Tade going?
I would think so.
Sounds like it's like a perfect course for him.
Yeah.
Did you, speaking of worlds, Marathon Mountain Bike Worlds is next weekend. I was looking at the course for that with my roommate last night.
Yeah.
Because he was talking about it. Because Keegan's going Marathon Mountain Bike Worlds. Okay. I actually, prediction right now, I think Keegan's going to win Marathon Mountain Bike Worlds.
Really?
Yeah. And if Drew was here, he'd say I'm just a Keegan fanboy.
Wasn't Drew trying to hop on? Where did he go?
Yeah, I don't know. He can't figure out technology.
So what's the course like? I know it's in Switzerland, so it's at some altitude.
Yeah, it's at altitude. I think the highest altitude of the race is 9,000 feet. But there's, I think maybe it starts at 4 or 5 or something. It's like 17,000 feet of climbing in 50 something miles.
No.
Yeah, that's what my okay. If any of this is wrong right now,
your roommate doesn't know how to convert meters to feet.
You think?
I'm just going out on a limb,
dude. He just graduated Brevard College.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see if I can pull up this course. Why are they making it so... Where did you even find the course at?
It's not hard to graduate from Brevard College.
Yeah, it's a lot. It looks like a lot of climbing.
Let's see.
Like, I think it's as far as courses go, if it's at altitude and it's that much climbing, I don't know how it could be any better for Keegan.
Do we know who else is doing it?
I don't know.
I mean, I agree. I mean, on paper, the higher the altitude and the more climbing, the better.
Yeah. Do they have a start list?
Yeah. Oh, that's not for the XCM though.
Oh,
that's so annoying.
Yeah,
I mean, don't know, man. Their website's freaking hard to navigate.
Okay, all right, whatever. It's fine. I mean, it's a little hard to say because obviously Keegan doesn't race World Cup, so you don't know how he's going to compare. Again, I'm assuming some of the World Cup mountain bikers are going to do it because they've got XEO the next week. I think if the UCI flipped it so that it was XEO first and then XEM, more XEO riders would do the XEM. The way that they have it right now, like I'm assuming a lot of XEO riders will not do XEM because they want to stay fresh for XEO. But
right,
I mean, I think when it comes to altitude climbing, some of the World Tour riders are probably better than Keegan is, but I don't know if a mountain biker is better at altitude climbing than Keegan.
All right, so they don't show their website is just totally. I don't know if Europeans just navigate websites differently than us here, but it's freaking hard to navigate. It says it starts at 1,500 meters, so call it 5,000 feet. They don't have elevation gain; they just have elevation drop. Okay, so we'll just assume it's going to be the same, right? Because it's not a point to point. So 5,000 meters. So yeah, you're looking at like 16,000 feet. That's crazy.
I think it is a point to point, actually.
Oh, really?
Well, I don't know. I could be wrong.
Well, that blows the whole thing up.
All of this I'm just getting from my roommate, so didn't actually research anything before this podcast, guys. Don't worry.
Who does that though? For an endurance event, why would you only put the drop on here? Track length 125K. So what's that, like 75 miles? So 75 miles, call it 15,000, 16,000 feet of climbing, assuming it's the same as the drop. Yeah, that's primo for Keegan.
Dude, that's going to be...
The weird thing is, I saw that he had a hardtail out there. Now, I don't know if maybe he just brought both bikes to see which one would be better. I mean, obviously, if there's that much climbing, you want a lighter bike, but I mean, I would be shocked if they're riding a hardtail.
Unless
in
it's
Switzerland.
Like basically a gravel course.
Yeah, unless it's like Leadville.
But he didn't even ride a hardtail for Leadville.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
I mean, it's more climbing than Leadville in a shorter distance. Yeah.
Fact.
Yeah. And the altitude,
so that's on
not as
Saturday.
bad, but it's still, still high altitude.
Yeah, it doesn't show what I'll just go off of what you said. You said 9,000 feet, which sounds about right. Like, it doesn't get super high there.
Yeah. I mean, now
Cool. That'd be fun to watch.
9,000 feet is high.
Why not? But it's not 12,000 feet.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Do you know, is he doing the XCO too? It must not be, because that would be the same time as Schwam again.
I don't. Yeah, it's the same time as Schwam again. He'd have to start back row,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the race this weekend? The marathon race?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he's doing marathon at Worlds, then Schwam again, then Nats.
I would assume so.
It's a big block.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's up for the challenge.
He finally won Schwam again last year. Wasn't that the first time he's won it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who took him to the line? Was that Brendan Johnston?
No, it was Alex Wild got second. Sean Fincham got third. I think Matt Beers was fourth.
Alex Wild, dang. We ain't talked about him this year.
I think
Is he in the Grand Prix?
Yeah, he's Grand Prix. I think he did well at Sea Otter. He's actually going to Marathon Worlds.
Oh, nice.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably do he's a pretty small guy, right? Like, is he a good climber too?
Is he a small guy?
Real small.
He's probably sub 150.
He's not real small.
He's like Scott small.
Am I small?
Yeah, Scott's not small.
Scott doesn't. You know what's the weirdest thing about Scott is that, like, back when we lived together and we compared bodies a lot, like, I don't think Scott looks. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I don't think Scott looks lighter than me, and yet somehow he's like 3 kilos lighter than me.
Because you're dense.
I guess
Probably all that
Scott does
veggie is just like,
I don't know what
stuck in your gut, dude.
Yeah, you got
just have
like
a veggie rot.
Yeah.
Scott does look smaller than you. I don't like.
Does he?
Yeah, I think he's a little shorter than you and a little leaner.
When's the last time you saw me?
It has been a while. Yeah, true. True. How tall are you? 5'8"?
5'10".
No way. You're the same height. We're all the same height. I thought for some reason you look smaller. Maybe on the bike.
I think Scott's like adding an inch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm potentially adding like half an inch, but
adding an inch. Yep.
Been there. Alex Wild on here. It says he's 148 pounds.
On where though?
Yeah. Wait. You can just type in somebody's name and
reporting this. Who
does AI tell us what people weigh now?
We should see if it says what Dizzle weighs.
This is an interview that he did for the Leadville race series.
They asked him his weight. Like we're gonna
you should type in what does Drew Dillman weigh and see if it comes up with something.
Why?
But it says his threshold is like 400 watts though.
Yeah.
That doesn't add up.
Yeah, Alex Wild's power is always ridiculously high.
Does he use a cork?
Why are his results not ridiculously good?
I don't know.
Okay. You could probably ask Farm Watts the same question, right? I mean, Watts isn't everything,
I guess.
I mean, there are some people that put out ridiculous power for the results they get. Like, it doesn't seem to make sense.
They usually have corks.
I do have to give Farm Watts. I do have to give Farm Watts a shout out. He came up to me at Gravel Worlds, and I was like, "Uh-oh, he's about to fight me." I thought for sure.
Why would he fight you?
I thought for sure he's about to roll.
Why wouldn't he fight Drew?
And he actually came up and like was asking for advice, and I was like, "Dang, like
advice?
Yeah, like
about what?
On racing and particularly like bike position and stuff." And I was like, "Dude, just go get a bike fit." He's like, "Yeah, I've never had one." I'm like, "Yeah, just go get a bike fit, dude." And I thought that was pretty. That's a good. I was impressed. I was very impressed with that. It's like, wow. He could have come up. He could have come up. He could have come idiot during the conversation. Come up to me and like punched me in the face, and I wouldn't have been shocked. You know, like, yeah, I deserved that one.
I mean, you were a major dick to him on the last podcast.
Yeah,
not like the last last week, but the last time we talked to him.
And I like dug in a little deeper in one of my YouTube videos. So yeah, jeez, if he had punched me, if he had punched me, I think I would have been like, yep, I deserve that.
Yeah. Dang. Well, I guess he took what we said to heart.
Yeah, maybe. Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, Iceland, right?
That's where I was.
Yeah. Now we know.
You're already awesome. Hey, did you guys end up winning?
We won.
I know you guys were winning.
We conquered. Yeah.
Sick.
We lost the first two stages because they were shorter. They were only like 2 hours and more mountain bike, like more single track and stuff. You basically just climbed up the mountain and then single tracked your way back down. And my partner wasn't as skilled on those types of courses. And then once the course, I think what really played in our favor was as the stages got longer, we were able to use a little bit more of our endurance to get some gaps.
I like how every podcast you just talk about Chase as if the listeners know who Chase is, and then now you're calling him my partner.
Because I didn't want to just straight up be like, Chase sucks at mountain biking, but
I think he accepts that. I don't even think he'd be offended by that.
Yeah, but earlier in the year, he was trying to like, I was telling him like, dude, there's no way you're going to be able to stay with me. Like, and he was trying to argue back like, no, I think I can. And it like, he did good. Like we won. So like he did good for sure. But there was a lot of waiting for him on the single track.
Were you like getting to the tops or bottoms of trails and just stopping and waiting for him?
Well, like once or twice I did, but then we quickly realized that he goes faster if he has me to queue off of. So then after that happened once or twice, I just stayed right in front of him and would just glance back to make sure he was right behind me. And then like one of the days we hit the same like 4 or 5 mile trail section back to back on the day one and the day two, and our day two time was quite a bit faster than our day one time, and I was leading. Like he was leading day one, I was leading day two, and we also had ridden the trail the day before, so we knew some of the turns and all that. But
sure,
he felt like we went faster if he could follow me.
What did you think of the race?
Dude, it's awesome. It's so cool. Like more than anything, the views that you see are like stunning. Like I know I sound like a tourist or whatever or a girl, I don't know, but like, dude, it was beautiful. I mean, like you get to the top of this thing and like part of me is like, I'm a hardcore racer. I'm here to smash and watts and everything. And then you get to the top of this mountain and you're like, holy crap, this is pretty. Like, and you just want to look. Like there were a couple times where I was like, Chase, look at that. And then I'd like nearly crash because it's so like rocky and technical and like it was nuts. Stage three was like the most iconic because we climbed, there was 2 big climbs, but the second big climb was like so high up that you go through the clouds. You go from like not being able to see much and then you pop out above the clouds. The sun is shining. You're above the cloud line and there's like just mountains and like grass. It was like the coolest. There's rivers, there's snow. I mean, it was like unreal. It felt like we were in like a book or a movie or something. Like it was so cool.
So did you cover completely different terrain than you did for the gravel race?
Yeah.
I don't mean like what. I mean, I know you didn't do single track and stuff.
Yeah, it's in a totally different area. The gravel race happens in southern Iceland, and the mountain bike race is in northern Iceland.
So do you like fly into a different airport and everything?
Yeah. The gravel race you can drive to from the main international airport in Reykjavik. It's like I think it's like a hour and a half or 2 hours away from the main airport, so not too far. And then, but the one up north is like a 5-hour drive, and so it's so cool. Like, because Iceland is like one of the safest countries in the world. They have like literally the least amount of crime than any other country in the world. You fly into the main airport, and then we got a shuttle to a small airport. And then the small airport, you just walk in and like, they didn't even check my passport. They were like, "What's your name?" And I said, "Andrew." They said, "Here's your boarding pass." And then you just walk on. Like, literally,
not even a last name.
No security. They asked me, they were like, "How much does your bike weigh?" And I was like, 50 pounds. And they were like, "Ooh, kilos?" And I was like, 23 kilos. And they were like, "Okay." That's it. Like it was like, it? No, they like put a sticker on it and that was it. And then you walk through another door, no security. You walk outside, get on the plane. It's like it was like a 30 or 45 minute flight from southern to northern Iceland.
Was it still like a commercial jet, or were you on like a prop plane or something?
It was like it had propellers, but it was still like, it had I think it was where it had 2 seats on both sides, so each row had 4 seats. So I mean, it was a smaller airplane, but yeah, it was one of the ones where the propeller was out.
Sweet.
Yeah, is that called a prop?
So Drew, I hate to burst your bubble here, but you know what other race has amazing views on the top of mountains?
Don't say Leadville.
Leadville?
Dude, the views from the top of Columbine. Come on, Adam.
I don't think it's Icelandic though. Like,
I mean, yeah, it's different. It's Colorado views.
I think there's a difference. Yeah. And this was 5 days of it. And each stage, there weren't any stages over 50 miles. So you get the same, awesome. You probably get better views in less distance.
Per mile?
Yeah.
Yeah, the view per mile ratio.
Yeah, exactly. The food was really good.
So do you lodge in the same place, or do you have to is it a big loop that you have to like switch your accommodations each night?
No, yeah, we stayed in the same hotel the whole time in Akureyri, Iceland. That's probably not how you pronounce it, but same hotel. 3 of the days basically start and finish in that town, and then 2 of the days were remote. So we all jumped on, like, they had 2 big buses, and they had like already driven our bikes out there, and we all just hopped on the shuttles and drove to these remote starts. And then they were remote starts and finishes, so you had to take the shuttle back to the city that day as well.
Dude, thank God you guys had the Lauf Elege. Am I right?
Hell yeah. You missed that. Hell yeah.
You've been calling it Elege for like the last year, you know?
Yeah, and then I went to Iceland and I heard them say it properly. And it's also not Lauf. It's Lauf.
Lauf. Say that again?
Lauf. But they literally said, when I was like, I had them like, I was like, okay, I really want to pronounce it properly. And they were like, actually just keep saying Lauf, because everybody in America already knows it as Lauf. So if you start going around saying Lauf, people are going to be like, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah.
So it's still just Lauf to us,
stupid
Americans.
Lauf just sounds like you're trying to say it with an accent.
Yeah, but
like,
but you don't need to do that. I know, but I'm not. That's how they act. Like, when you say Lauf, you're actually mispronouncing it. It's pronounced Lauf.
Well, if you say Lauf, you're just saying Lauf with an American accent. Like, that's how an American would say it. Am I wrong?
I think you're wrong.
No, I think you're right. It's just, that's not right.
Well, like, you're just not
like
saying it with an accent. If somebody met
you and said, "Oh, your name's Dylan," is that right or wrong? That's wrong. Because your name is actually Dillman, and they're mispronouncing it as Dylan.
But there's no accent that would say Dylan. You know, like, that's just an American accent.
They might say like Dylan.
Yeah, that's fine.
No,
yeah,
I think we should start calling him Dylan.
How was the bike? That was like the first time you really ridden it.
Yeah, it really was.
Right?
I think I had like 5 hours on the thing before the trip, and then last week I put like 20 hours on it. That was sweet. I do have to say it got better as the week went on, because the flight attendant stuff learns you. Like, I think it's an 8, you would know, Adam, but it's like an 8 ride cycle, right? Like, doesn't it take into effect your last 8 rides?
I've never owned it, so I I've never ridden it.
That's what I've heard. I've never read any manuals or
that makes. I mean, I know it does.
Watched any videos. I've literally just from what I've heard, it takes into consideration your last 8 rides, and then
like if you and Chase set it up exactly the same, it would still, on day 1, your bikes would ride differently on day 5
based on our riding styles. Yeah, exactly. So by the end of the week, it was riding better than day 1 because it had started to for example, on some of the gravel climbs on like stage 1, it was like opening up, and I'm just because of like little gravel, and I'm like, this sucks because when I stand up, it's all squishy. But like by day 4, it was already like locking out more on the gravel stuff, which I preferred. I don't know how I knew that I preferred that, but it got better. I don't know. It literally just got better. I don't know.
The irony that the guy who doesn't know what linkage is has a flight attendant on his bike.
Yeah.
Well, you're the perfect customer for flight attendant, honestly.
Yeah, you just put it on.
I mean, you kind of have to have like some know-how to even know how to set it up.
I did set it up. Yeah. I set it up according to. I watched the setup video. That was it.
Yeah. Like if you set it up and then it learns you, it's just going to get better. If you set up a normal bike, like an analog bike, and you set it up wrong, it's just going to be wrong the whole time. It's never going to get better. It's just going to be wrong.
Yeah.
Drew's probably been riding with mountain bikes set up wrong his entire life.
Accurate. I mean, what tires was I on for like 10 years? The Icons.
They're
still on that bike.
Those were really popular. Strong. Those were really popular like 10 years ago.
Yeah,
like people raced on them 10 years ago and thought they were fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually just got flight attendant on my drop bar bike. Yeah.
Wow, you fork out the big bucks for that, buddy?
No, didn't pay anything for it.
Yeah, I know. It was I knew you were going to say that.
This is the first time you haven't ridden Fox in a long time, right?
Yeah, in a really long time. Like probably almost 10 years, 9 years. Yeah.
Have you ridden it yet, or is it just on your bike and sitting there?
No, I did 2 rides on it.
How do you like it?
Yeah, it's good. I mean,
give it to the 8th ride and then.
Yeah, it probably needs to learn me a little better. What I will say is that, I feel like when you're riding on something really smooth, obviously it's locked out because it's smooth, but then all of a sudden you hit some chunky stuff, and because it doesn't anticipate the chunky stuff is coming, it's like locked out for the first hit. So you hit the chunky stuff and it's locked out, and then it unlocks. So if you ever do a harsh transition, it makes it even more harsh. But so
imagine that, except even more delayed, and then you'd have the specialized brain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's why it sucked.
Really?
You gotta like bunny hop into the shit. That way, like that's how you'd let it know and anticipate it's coming.
Mm-hmm.
Just load up and just bunny hop into that.
Calling something the brain, that's pretty cool. Just like cool. That's cool branding. Like if for anything else, I liked it for that.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Specialized has pretty much dropped that though, right?
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
What do they call the lockout thing on the World Cup? It has some kind of release valve or something like that, I think, where it's locked out. Sometimes you can kind of set it up certain ways, but
yeah, I don't remember what that is or how that works.
But they don't call it the brain.
They don't call it the brain. I don't remember what that is.
It's called some kind of like release something or another. Yeah.
I can't remember if it's like lever actuated though, or if it's automatic.
No, it's not. It's just automatic. It just depends on how you set it up. You can set it up.
Oh yeah, you can set it up either in like the loose, firm, or middle setting or whatever.
And like if you set it up in the firm setting, it kind of acts like the brain where it'll stay pretty much locked out until you hit something, and then there's a word for that. It's called like a breakthrough valve or something, where like once it hits a certain amount of pressure, it releases.
This is the most invested you've been in anything suspension related ever.
Well, only because I had that bike, so I kind of understood. He had to figure it out. It worked. Yeah. I think I was the only person maybe at the entire race. There were 70 people that did the race that didn't have a dropper.
Wow.
And I was also the fastest.
Did your bike not come with one, or you just yanked it off?
Took it off.
Did it come with the access dropper, like the electronic one?
Mm-hmm. Wireless.
Yeah, that thing's porky.
It's heavy. That's why I took it off.
Dylan, so do you have to run the access dropper now? Or can you still run the Fox transfer?
Still got the Fox on there.
That's you allowed to say worlds.
that? I'm not sponsored by either Fox or RockShox, so I could say whatever I want.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
That's when you know you've made it. You're not even sponsored by brands, and they still give you free stuff.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's whatever. That's what happens when you hit. That's what happens when your YouTube videos get views, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a free entry into the Rift mountain bike race. So does that count? It counts.
I mean, the company that's your main sponsor puts on the race.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we did. Me and Chase and then this other mixed duo team did like a recap every day.
Dude, Quadsworth was there.
Yeah, dude, he's awesome. The name of his team was Radical Positivity, and I was like, wow, if that's not a description of Gordon Wadsworth, I don't know what is. Radical Positivity. How did they not beat you? He was in co-ed, like his partner was a girl.
Oh, he
won.
Okay, gotcha.
Him and his partner won the co-ed, the pro co-ed category.
So you have to have a partner that's one of those, like Cape Epic?
Yep. Yeah, exactly like Cape Epic. Yep.
Is there a single category?
Nope.
He just said,
should we take this opportunity to get pissed about that format? Because I love doing that.
I know I don't really care enough.
Okay.
To get pissed.
Yeah. What if you were forced?
If you don't like it, don't do it.
Yeah. Fair.
It is an interesting. This was the first time. Well, I did a gravel duo race, but this one was a little different, and it is a different dynamic, you know. But me and Chase are such good friends that I feel like we made a pretty good team because we're pretty like he was really good at communicating with me, like when to slow up, when to go harder, what we were going to do each day.
So if you guys go to like,
were you climbing faster than him too?
Yeah.
So just every section of the course,
he's just dragging you down the whole time.
At the end of the week, he was like, I wonder, like percentage wise, how much you were ahead of me. And I was like, you know, I was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, I don't know, maybe like 75%. He was like, no. It was probably like 95%. Especially on like the long days that we had to pedal a bunch. Like there on stage 4, it was actually like a net loss. So you start higher, end up lower. But it wasn't downhill. I mean, it was downhill, but you had to pedal the whole way. It was basically like a gravel stage. And I'm like, basically that entire day, he just sat in my draft all day.
What?
So would this be would you have considered yourself a pro mystique in this scenario?
Probably, yeah. Yeah. At the end of the week, were you
carrying his pack for him at least, helping him out?
Yeah. I raced with a pack and both of his bottles, and when he needed a bottle swap, I'd give him a new bottle. We got to almost to the top of one of the big climbs, and he's like, "Oh man, can I get my bottle?" I said to him, I was like, "You sure? Like, I could carry it to the rest of the top of the hill." And then I had like a double take. I was like, I just told him he couldn't have anything to drink. I'm like, that's probably not good. So then I gave him his bottle because I was like, you probably should drink. Yeah, it was cool.
That's awesome.
It was fun.
Sick.
At the end of the week, race, he had said like, man, he was joking around about how like I had pulled him around all week. And then I was like, yeah, you're lucky I don't charge you because you basically got a whole week of just one-on-one skills training with Dizzle.
No, I wouldn't do this race in the current format or like in the current level of competition. I wouldn't go to Iceland. I would.
What partner would have to reach out to you asking to do it for you to do it?
Dude, me and you would be the perfect partners, dude.
Yeah.
Dylan.
Right, but like
you could go to this race and race it as an individual, and I would just do what Chase did, and I would just have to hang on to your wheel, and I think I could for the whole week.
Yeah, no, I have no problem with that. I think that we would just win so easily that it wouldn't even be fun.
You used to love that, Dylan, when you did the NUE series and you thought it was like the greatest thing on the planet. You were like the king of that.
Yeah, but now
How many Southeast gravel races have you won this year? Like 7?
Yeah, but now I like getting.
Yeah, but at least those are close to his house. I get it. Like he's not going to go. Although Iceland's really not that far when you think about it.
I mean, you have to get on a plane,
and Iceland is like cool. It's like worth the trip because it's like a bucket list place.
I would do the Rift gravel race. But I would do the Rift gravel race.
You want to go next year?
Good competition, good amount of like publicity. The Rift mountain bike race, if it doesn't gain any popularity, no, I wouldn't go.
I'm going to put it out there right now. I'll smoke you at the Rift gravel race.
Okay.
Come on. I'm hoping
right, so let's assume that the Rift mountain bike race gained some traction. This is year 1.
Yeah.
No one even knew if it was going to happen.
Oh, this was like the first edition?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, so, you guys were just making fun of me because like I used to do NUEs, but I am really like at the point where I don't want to go to races that don't have good competition. Like I want to go to races that have good competition. And
the Southeast gravel races.
I mean, that's like a training race that I decide to go to like the day before. If it fits in my training schedule. But if I'm gonna get on a plane or drive more than 5 hours, it needs to be like a real deal race, like with good competition, good publicity.
Would you not consider Chase and Drew to be good competition?
Yeah, I was just about to say that. And I would also say like Dylan would struggle to find a partner because let's be honest.
What are we being honest?
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't think
it was self-explanatory. Like, who would want to be your partner?
Dude, you literally just wanted to be. Let's roll back the tape.
I'm just saying, hypothetically, we would make a good partnership, but you'd have to send me your resume first.
My resume.
I mean, I'm the winner of the Rift mountain bike race, so if you want to be my partner, you're going to have to really earn your stripes.
Was there a prize purse?
We won a big horn and a sweater.
Nice.
Icelandic horn and an Icelandic sweater. The sweaters
Who got the horn and who got the sweater?
We each got one.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay.
Wow.
What was the weather like?
Prize. You have to decide who gets to keep it.
Yeah. The first 2 days were awesome, like shorts and jersey. And then the third day was a little colder. But no rain. And then the fourth day was like cold and rain. And then the last day was not so bad. It was like, I think like Icelandic weather is pretty similar to like Belgium, where it's just kind of like, you can almost just kind of bank on, or like Seattle, where you can kind of just bank on like, it's going to be overcast and kind of rainy most of the time. So I think we kind of got lucky with the first 2 days being like sunny and warm.
What's the deal with these new kits, huh? Why are they? What's with the red and yellow?
It's maybe you didn't look close enough, but it's a lava kit. So it was Chase had Bora make him some custom kits just for the mountain bike race.
Oh wow!
If you also noticed, he only had custom kits made for him. So I had to wear.
But you were wearing it too.
Yeah,
you were wearing his.
He had a skin suit and then a jersey and bibs. So he was kind enough to let me wear his jersey and bibs so that we matched. But the jersey said "work" on the back of it, not Dillman.
No.
But most of the day I had a vest on anyway, so it didn't even matter.
Trying to see it.
Yeah, so if you look at him closer, the lava kit was pretty cool, I thought.
So you're telling me that you guys were sharing bibs all week?
No. He had never worn the bibs. He had only ever worn the skin suit. So I wore the bibs a couple days that week.
Skin suits have bibs built into it.
Well, you know what I meant. He had a skin suit. He had never worn the kit that he gave me.
Okay.
So then I wore it that week and gave it back to him.
So did you wash it every day or did you just...
Well, it was 5 days, so we did every other day. One kit one day, another kit the other day.
Sick.
Yeah. So I think the way that it works for people who are like considering maybe doing this race, Lauf does a really good job of like hosting. And so I'm pretty sure it's like basically like an all-inclusive trip. So like you just have to get your flight there and then you send them your flight info and then they take care of everything else. Like every meal was planned and taken care of. Your flight from your inter-Iceland flight was taken care of. Like they booked that for everyone. Your hotel was taken care of. Your entry fee was taken care of. Like all that stuff. They take care of your bike the whole week. I mean, I guess you kind of take care of it, but they like shuttle your bike back and forth, and they shuttle you back and forth. And I think it's like 55. I'm pretty sure it's 5,500 per pair, which is a pretty good deal. Like if you and your partner go and you split the cost for an all-inclusive trip for like $2,700 a piece, like, add in the flight, you're talking maybe $3,000. Like that seems pretty rad for like an entire week all-inclusive trip to Iceland with the bike race. Like the last day we finished at a hot spring, like a lagoon.
Are they like paying you to say all of this?
No, I'm just saying, like, to me, like, it seems...
Yes, they are.
Well, one of the reasons they wanted me and Chase to go was so that... I'm just saying, isn't that how sponsorship works? They want their sponsor riders to come to an event so then we can say how awesome it is. And
well, I just can't imagine
people that.
That is how it works.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine normal Drew.
So I'm just putting out the details.
That a $5,000 race is a good deal.
You know? Well, yeah, but now that
normal this Kentucky Drew,
this is like the Iceland woke Drew. Like I've been to Iceland and I know how cool it is. And like before I went to Iceland, probably never would spend $3,000 to go to Iceland. But now that I've been to Iceland, worth it.
Okay.
Even if you do it once, like, and I would say,
hey, Lauf, if you're listening, next year Drew wants to pay his own way to get there.
I would.
He wants the satisfaction.
It's so
deal.
Cool. Yeah.
No, I mean, for stage racing's not cheap in general.
Yeah.
Like,
right. There's
what's
a
a
lot
Pisgah
of
stage race? Like probably $1,000 for a 5-day stage race or 6-day stage race. I mean, it's
5 times cheaper than the Iceland one. But yeah,
that's just for entry though.
That is
now you got housing, now you got food, now you got
flights, shuttles.
Well, you said you had to pay for the flights, right?
Just the flight to Iceland, but then the inter-flight there. Like the flight from southern to northern, they took care of that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's not, it's not like things in Iceland are like way more expensive than things here. Like, because basically everything has to get imported to Iceland. Like, they don't grow bananas in Iceland, if you didn't know that. So, like, even everything has to get imported.
Have you ever looked at the sticker on your
bananas?
We don't grow bananas here either. But I'm just saying, like, you got to import them even further to get them to Iceland. I'm just saying everything has to get there. So, like, and it's so remote that everything costs so much more there. Like a grocery.
What about like seafood, fish?
Yeah. Maybe that's like the only thing they don't have to import.
Every time they want to catch fish, it's like the deadliest catch out there.
Does Iceland have any original products?
The loaf.
What do you mean?
The loaf.
Yeah, the loaf. The SILCA.
It's probably made in Taiwan.
They have really, really good water. They're known for like clean water and thermo energy. I think like the entire islands run off of like 99% clean energy between hydro and thermo.
Dang.
There's only 99 people that live there, so it's pretty easy.
It is small. I forget that. I think it's 400,000, 500,000.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Well,
most of it's uninhabited. So there's like a couple big cities and that's it.
I hope that Visit Iceland has a big check in the mail for you because,
Dang, I should reach out to them. Next
I'm
time I go.
Dude.
I'm sold.
Oh, literally. So Maddie Nutt was at the race this weekend and she is going to Finland this weekend for her next race. And she's staying in Finland for an extra day or two because Visit Finland or something like that is paying her to make a video, like a tourist video. I'm like, dang, that's pretty rad. Like if I could get Visit Iceland to pay me to make some videos, I would do it. I really wanted to go whale watching. That's like one of the big things you can do in Iceland is like go out on a boat and they like can basically guarantee that you're going to see a whale jump out of the water. Like, let's go. Like whale watching. If Chase had pulled a little more throughout the week, I would have got plenty of whale watching, but
yeah. Well, that's cool, Drew. I'm glad you got a life-changing experience. got out of Kentucky.
You should come to the Rift Gravel. I think I'm definitely going back.
I would definitely
going back last year.
Definitely consider Rift Gravel.
You should go. We can do our accommodations together.
Should we do Bonk Bros worldwide?
I'll take care of you.
The Rift. Do they have a shorter distance?
They do. I think, there's the 120, which is what we did. And then
Tyler and I can do that.
I think they have a shorter distance. Yeah.
Quit being such a little bitch.
Like maybe 80 miles.
Do the real distance.
All right, I'll put my big boy
Did you know Dylan used to race the NUE series?
He probably did the 100K.
It's a hard 120.
No, dude, I would never do the 100K.
No, he's been freaking out about this for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
If he did the 100K, I would have beat him in all the 100Ks.
Probably.
That's why he didn't do the 100Ks, because I was doing the 100Ks and he was scared.
Yeah. The 100 miler you did, though, you bonked.
Which one was that?
He thought it was 100K.
That was Kohata 100. It was back in like 20.
Yeah, you're right. I think that was my second ever 100 miler.
2015 or something.
That was back when I trained like 2-hour endurance rides.
Yeah. Yeah. I was scared. I was like, dang, this guy's strong. And then like 70 miles in, you just died 1,000 deaths.
I think I was eating Cliff Bars.
Yeah.
And water. That's what happens. The good old days.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest. I haven't been watching the Vuelta at all, so I don't really have anything to comment on that. So
I even forgot it was happening.
Yeah. Probably just move.
I watched a few stages. Not too much.
Shoulder shrug. Shoulder shrug. It's just another Grand Tour, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, our main guy who's in charge of like keeping up with bike racing is not here for a month. So
is Jonas winning?
I don't even know, dude.
Yep. Yeah, he's no, he's not. No, he's not. But he won the Torsten Train or Tron or something is leading
stage.
He was in a breakaway and got like 2.5 minutes, and now he's like holding on to it. But Jonas won
10
like
stages
took like 2
in?
minutes on him or something. So he's like 30 seconds behind.
I saw a little clip of somebody, I don't know the other guy's name. Yeah, maybe Almeida was yelling at Pidcock to like grow some balls because Pidcock wouldn't pull through, and then Pidcock sprinted him at the end and won. It's like, yes.
I'd imagine Pidcock just couldn't pull through. Like
that's what he said. He said, "I'll give you a turn if you go slower."
Push, like I can't pedal harder. You know?
Yeah.
Wow, balls are really gonna help.
Yeah.
Pidcock's in fourth. He's only a minute and a half down.
Yeah.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, this Bahrain guy.
That's pretty good.
Is winning. He got 37 seconds on Jonas.
So this is this guy tested positive like a couple years ago for like a doping test. And it was like I don't even know what it was, but it was some marker that if you test positive for it, you're either taking the substance or you have cancer. So then he had to do like a test, and he was like basically hoping that he had cancer because the other option was that he had a positive, adverse analytical finding. So he was like, imagine just like hoping that you have cancer, and it was.
So
he had cancer.
Which did he have? He had cancer.
He had cancer. Yeah.
Oh dang. Wow.
And it ended up being
so he'd rather have a life-threatening condition than a career-threatening condition.
Well, yeah, but I think it was like so early that it was treatable.
I mean,
the drug test actually like helped him catch it?
It
sooner.
helped. Yeah,
Probably.
exactly.
Yeah.
He would have not known.
That's kind of cool.
Like a failed drug test is gonna like ruin your whole reputation. Like you're probably not gonna get on a team after that.
What was that Canadian guy who had a false testing and he like never recovered from it or barely? Jack?
Yeah, dang.
Jack
why am
Black.
I not remembering?
Jack Burke?
It's Jack Burke.
Jack Burke.
There you go. Yeah. Jack Black was pretty darn close.
He probably would have failed drug tests too. Yeah. If he took them.
Yeah, but a positive test will ruin your career.
You've seen those AI videos of the fat guy riding at the front of the tour and it says the Tour de Fat? You seen that video?
Everybody's algorithm is different, True.
Come on.
I think Chase
actually
is just taking
Chase
over.
actually sent it to me, but it's like It's like a big fat sumo wrestler on a bike, and he's just chilling at the front of the peloton in the Tour de France. I'm like, that would be Jack Black.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so if you get if you were to test positive, like whether you did it or not, I mean, that's like gonna ruin your
but then if you
career,
have life-threatening cancer, you just die. So
yeah, I know.
That's the other option. Neither one is a very good option at all.
Yeah, neither one is good. I feel like if I tested positive for something where they were like, it could either be cancer or you could be positive for this substance and your career's over and your reputation is done in cycling, like everybody hates you because you've tested positive. I think I would be hoping that it was cancer, to be honest with you, because at least if it was cancer, then, you know, maybe I could survive that. And then
maybe
at least I have a good story to tell. Whereas like the latter is like,
you sound right now.
Nobody in cycling likes you anymore.
Cycling is so fickle.
So you're saying
everybody in the cycling world, actually, you know what? Most of the people in the cycling world probably do hate me, and I don't care. And if they do hate me, like, that's not what this life is about. Screw all that. No way.
Dylan, so are you saying in that case, you tested pos, but it was a false pos? Like you weren't actually doping, but you're getting convicted of doping.
Right. And the two options are
he ate some
I either have
meat.
cancer, which, like, you know, if it's early enough, I have a decent chance of surviving.
Let's say 50-50.
Yeah, 50%
chance you die, 50%
yeah,
chance.
All right. I test pos if it's 50-50. I was assuming that the chances were like 95 or 90 or something. Because, dude, testing positive, like, you basically have to go do something else with your life. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you're admitting that you couldn't
and that's not an option for you.
Yeah, you couldn't do anything else in your.
What if you have cancer and then you can't ride anymore either?
And you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, or that.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on the odds of dying, is what I'm saying.
You know, if something like crazy like that happened to me, the testing positive, and I had to like forego cycling, or let's just say this, I broke my leg and can never ride my bike again, or something like that, I think I would just leave the country. I think I would move to South America. Just start a new life as like a missionary. That'd be so cool. Be like a missionary.
Would you bring your family with you?
Yeah, I can't leave them behind.
Okay. I didn't know if that was an option.
Yeah, missionary kids love being missionary kids.
I mean, Drew, you can do that without breaking your leg.
Yeah, I know. I've thought.
You can also do that probably like somewhat and be a cyclist, right?
It's like a dream in the back of my head to like live in Ecuador as a missionary.
Like, is Kentucky cycling really that great that you can't leave Kentucky?
Yeah,
Kentucky cycling sucks, dude.
Wow.
No, it's not that bad.
But I'm just saying, if you got convicted of, or, you know, if you got caught doping, even if you didn't do it, like, everybody thinks you're a doper now. I mean, you'd basically have to go do something else with your life, like completely different. You could still ride a bike.
You could start like a mega sports podcast and still be making millions.
Are we making millions right now?
No.
We're not former
do you
dopers.
think if one of us went positive, that would increase our chances of?
Are you talking about Lance? Are you talking about Lance?
Referencing Lance. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. Well, we probably have to win the Tour de France 7 times first. So.
And also have cancer.
Well, this guy might win the Vuelta. So I mean,
I guess if it was okay. Let me rephrase this. If the options are you have cancer but you're gonna survive, but you have to go through chemo and it's gonna suck really bad because you have cancer. You go through chemo. You're probably gonna have to take time off the bike. Like, it's gonna suck.
Probably gonna have to take time off the bike.
No, you're gonna have to take time off.
There you go.
You're gonna have to take time off, right? Okay. Or you're a doper, and everybody's like, that's a doper. Fuck that guy. He's a doper. And you never get a sponsorship again. I mean, and like,
how do you feel like that right now? Like, people are like, that guy's a vegan. F that vegan. Like, that guy, he's a vegan. I mean, like, that's one step away from doper.
So, but in both, so Dylan, in both hypothetical cases, you can't return to bike racing, right? Because you either get abolished from bike racing or you get your body's I think never going to recover.
I think in the cancer situation, you can return to bike racing. I mean, Lance did it.
Not unless you die, buddy.
No, I'm saying in the hypothetical,
there's a 100% chance of survival.
Yeah, you're gonna survive. It's just gonna suck really bad because you have cancer.
You probably come back stronger. That's what happened to Lance. He got cancer and he came back stronger.
Well, I mean, he also doped, so
he was also pretty good before that.
Yeah.
So
he was world champion.
I mean, I don't think in the cancer situation that you can't come back and race again.
No, I just thought in your hypothetical that's what you were saying. But so you're saying there's even a chance for return.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'd choose the cancer. Because like if you're a doper, you just have to do something completely different with your life. Like you have to basically create a new life where nobody from cycling
would your new life be if you had to create
Lance was the biggest doper in history, and he still rides and does all kinds of stuff with cycling. Does a podcast.
Yeah, but he doesn't race, and like a lot of people, like if he ever showed up to a race, a bunch of people would be pissed.
I've raced him since then at a gravel race. Literally, he showed up to a gravel race, and everybody was taking pictures with him. It was as if he wasn't this terrible guy.
Yeah, I guess you make a point.
So what would your new life be, Dylan?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What's your fallback plan?
I think I'm starting my knitting YouTube channel.
You can't start a YouTube channel about just another subject.
Did you start with that shirt? Is that why that shirt looks so ragged?
Yeah, I knitted this myself.
Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Dude, he probably got that from his mom and you just dissed her.
I think he got that at a thrift store.
Yeah, I don't know. What would my new life be? I don't know.
You could be a gym bro. Those guys like
actually,
if you doped, then you'd probably get more cool.
It's actually just completely okay to dope as a gym bro.
You could be a gym bro.
Just start actually taking steroids and be a gym. Actually,
and then make a YouTube channel about it. Yeah, maybe you just lean into it and you make a YouTube channel about like your journey through doping.
That's actually you guys. Yeah, you made a good point. I'd be a gym bro. Yeah,
and you're tatted, so like that's a plus too.
Yeah,
I mean your tats
would actually look cool.
Your tats would stretch though because you're so skinny now.
If
you got really ripped, your tats would get all like faded.
Is that how it works?
I think it'd be better to stretch it than to like
shrivel it up,
make it all flat,
wrinkly. Yeah.
Yeah. What are these going to look like when you're old, Dylan? Or are you not worried about that?
Probably fucking badass, dude. Yo, my dad is like, he's the number one like tattoo hater. He's like, oh, dude, when you're. That's not how my dad talks, but he might
kind of is though. He does kind of sound. He does kind of sound like,
oh, dude, when you're 60 years old, those are gonna look terrible. And I'm like, have you ever seen a 60-year-old with tattoos? When I see a 60-year-old, the tattoos don't look good when you're 60. I'll give him that. But you know what? You know what? When you see a 60-year-old with a lot of tattoos, you're like, damn, dude, that guy has lived a life.
And like your skin in general looks bad when you're in 60. So like. Yeah, who cares?
Might as well just be covered.
Might as well cover it.
Yeah, might as well put some ink on it. Like whatever.
Right.
Yeah, and like it's gonna look cool for the next 30 years, and then it's just gonna look bad the last like 20 years. So like, yeah, whatever.
And I don't think it looks bad. I think having like old tattoos on an old body, it makes you look like.
What does your dad think of other 60-year-olds with tattoos?
He thinks it's terrible. He hates it. Yeah.
Have you gotten any recent ones?
No.
Oh.
It's in season, bro.
Yeah. Also,
you should have gotten some when your leg was broken.
Yeah. No, I did think about that. I was like, this is a good time to get tattoos if I was going to, because I don't have anything else to do with my time. But also, well, this is what I was thinking, and this is probably not what anybody who gets tattoos thinks, but whatever.
I know.
I was like,
you're going.
I was like, your
Waste of
body,
energy.
when you get a tattoo, your body, it's like healing itself. Like it's like healing a wound. And
That's
I'm
not-
already trying to heal myself with my broken leg.
That's not
I don't need to give my body more things to heal.
Where's the research?
not-
that
Maybe it
shows
like
that-
amplifies your
Yeah,
recoverability
that's
because
not
your body's
accurate.
got so much stuff to recover from
You're-
now. It's just like,
You are like, that is a good way to think, but that's wrong. Because when I broke my hand, I could run. I just couldn't ride. And I was wondering, like, should I run? Because would that take away like from the healing process? And my doctor friend was like, no. If anything, it's going to help because it's going to like send more blood flow. Blood flow is what helps heal things.
Well, yeah, running is not the same as getting a tattoo, man.
True. But regardless, like it's not
Yeah, but
like
maybe
if
if you got a
your body,
tattoo
that's not how your body works.
on the broken
like,
leg, your body would focus more attention on that area of your body, and like it's like getting acupuncture. You know,
Maybe you guys are onto something. You know,
you're wrong.
I read a research article one time that people with tattoos have more robust immune systems because there's a big immune response when you get a tattoo.
But isn't that's not like peripheral
how many
to the area.
subjects they
That's
use?
just
Like
like
three?
systemic. So like, wouldn't that improve the leg as well? You can't just improve one part of your immune system. It's an entire system.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I'm not saying you guys are wrong right now. That's just what I was thinking at the time. So that's why I didn't get a tattoo. But you guys could be onto something.
I think what we're saying is that you were wrong at the time. Totally, 100% wrong. That's what we're trying to say here.
Yeah. I just want to dig a little deeper into that.
Yeah.
Can we hear you say you were wrong?
No, because there's no way that you got like you guys. I'm not saying you guys are wrong, but I'm definitely not saying you guys are right. I'm just saying you could be.
You're going to go to the Rift mountain bike next year with me as your partner. Or you're going to say, you know what? Drew was right. I was wrong. This race is awesome.
You guys should do it and then get matching tattoos.
Sick.
In Iceland.
Of like an Icelandic. I was going to say sword, but I already have one of those. So like, never mind.
a horn. Yes,
Icelandic horn or like a shield or a boat, like a
whale,
a Viking, a whale. Yes, even better. We come up with some weird whale Viking combination.
Logo,
dude. Get a whale. Is it the narwhal that is the whale that has the
horn?
Yeah,
the horn. But instead of a horn, make it a sword.
Oh, sick. I don't know if those are in Iceland. Whales are definitely in Iceland.
Isn't it a mythical creature?
We could get a volcano.
Those are real.
What if we got like a volcano turning into a whale? That would be the most Icelandic.
A whale swimming out of a volcano.
I don't think a volcano would make for a good tattoo.
Yeah, a volcano erupting and then the whale looks like it's jumping out of the water.
Or the whale's shooting out its blowhole and putting the volcano fire.
Yeah, the blowhole. The whale is the volcano.
Dope.
Dope.
Look at Scott doesn't even have any tattoos and he's got sick tattoo ideas.
There were a lot of people at the mountain bike race with like fully tatted arms and stuff because like mountain bike bros
it's like a hipster event.
Yeah, way more into tattoos. I fit right in.
All right, you guys want to do some listener questions?
Yeah.
You want to pull up that form that we've been getting questions from and that haven't been getting answered?
I got a bunch of other ones.
Okay. That form's just gonna never get responded to, I guess.
I mean, you can pull it up. If we run out of these ones, we can do that ones. This comes from little Billy Johnson from the 9th grade.
Little Billy Johnson.
He says, if Roberge and Dizzle were the only two in a race, would it just turn into a track stand competition? And then it says down below, it says, Keegan and Matt post Gravel Worlds, quote unquote, we just played the best cards we had. Adam Roberge, best card. And it's just like a Pokemon that's called Metapod, and his superpower is refusal to pull.
Nice. Hey, what's this guy's name?
Little Billy Johnson.
Hey, Little Billy Johnson, Pokemon's lame. Cut that stuff out.
Whoa, dude. Those are hating words.
Richard from SILCA was really mad about how I think Pokemon is so lame. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to go to Walmart and buy a pack and just throw them in the trash just to make you mad.
Wait,
why did you call it lame?
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this. What's wrong with Pokemon?
I don't know. It just seems kind of lame. I'm not into like mythical card games.
Yeah. Well, you're also
dude. I feel like you're into all kinds of mythical stuff.
Yeah, but not like. Yeah, true.
You were just talking about swords.
I mean, dude, you're a 30-year-old. Like, are you 30 or 31?
31.
Yeah, you're a 31-year-old man. Like, Pokemon's not for you. It's for kids.
Exactly.
That's like being like.
So why are grown men into it?
Dude, that's like. Well, this guy's
That's the weird part.
This kid's in ninth grade, man. Give him a break.
This question thing has 220 responses on it.
Yeah. All right, well, let's hear some of them.
Why don't we just write that off as a loss and just go with the other? That's too many.
Let's rapid fire some of these. Let's get through at least.
All right. So
15.
Jonah says
15.
All right. A few people or few podcasts get people to send in pictures of their bikes, and podcasts judge them whether it's fast or slow looking. Nero does dog or fast bike. GCN does nice or super nice bike. Bike Talk does roast or review. They all have their own rules, like straight cranks and valves aligned with tire logos. If you guys did this, what would be your parameters of a pass or fail?
I think we should do this. All right, I'm saying right now. Look, I'm saying right now. Next week, we're gonna review your bikes. Send them in.
Where do they send them?
I'd be
down for that.
Adam, where do they send them?
Send them to the email, bonkbrospodcast@gmail.com.
All right, you heard it.
We're going to get so many
send us an email.
Pictures that aren't even bike related. We're opening up a whole can of worms right now.
What's this called? What's it called?
Bonk or ballin'?
Somebody's got to like AI like Dylan's face as the wheels of a bike or something. It's going to be something weird. We're going to get some weird stuff.
Yeah. Or bonk
people
or
listen to this podcast
something?
for this long.
What are we going to call it?
Weird.
I don't know. We could work on the name.
Well, we need to work on it now so that people can send it in.
Yeah,
I want to put that in the email title.
It's going to be all clogged up.
Bonk bikes. No, it has to be. Did you not hear? It's either like nice or super nice or roast
Bonkin
or
ballin'.
review.
Bonkin or ballin'.
Yeah, bonk or ballin'. I like that. All right. Send us your bike pics, and we're not going to give criteria yet. We're going to judge it real time.
Straight cranks, valves aligned.
No felts, please.
Yeah, no, we don't give points for aligned valves.
We will give points if your bike has either SILCA or Bike Tires Direct products on it.
How are we going to know about the Bike Tires Direct? They just sell every tire.
Tires that they sell, or figure it out.
Yeah, we'll just assume that all Contis and Schwabes were purchased through Bike Tires Direct.
Yeah. That sounds fun. Let's do it. All right, Drew, you got one over there?
Yeah. Eric Prim from Texas says that
I don't do last names, but whatever.
Oh, whoops. Well, he's from, never mind. I guess he's from Prim, Texas. That's what it is. You were discussing suspension forks and smaller tires versus mountain bike tires with rigid forks. The narrower tire was more aero. However, you didn't mention the suspension fork being possibly less aero. How much added drag does a suspension fork
possibly
add?
More aero, right?
Yeah. Does the weight of the fork create negatives, in your opinion, that would cause you to not run suspension?
I think there's too many different designs of forks and tire combinations to even make a accurate.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can get the best of both worlds.
If you're gonna go with that loaf, then you can kind of get the best of both.
The loaf True Grit,
except
fork
it's heavy as fuck
with the leaf spring.
Is it heavy?
No, it's lighter than every other suspension fork on the market.
I do agree that the Lauf. The only thing that is not great about the Lauf gravel fork is that you can't lock it out. So if you're on the road,
you also don't really need to, because it doesn't feel like.
I thought you tested this, Dylan. It doesn't matter.
You get really used to it really quickly because it's only 30 mil of travel.
So is the other ones.
Yeah, but because it's like the leaf spring, it feels different.
It has no damping, so it feels springy.
Which I don't know. I don't know.
You are a suspension basic bitch anyways, so yeah, you probably do prefer that.
Yeah, I don't like the squishiness of a fork.
Dylan, you've probably ridden almost every gravel fork out there, right?
Yeah, everyone except for the Rock Shocks. I've ridden Fox, I've ridden Cane Creek, I've ridden Lauf.
Yeah.
Haven't ridden Rock Shocks. I mean, you better believe that if Rock Shocks is putting fairings on the back of mountain bike forks, they are thinking about doing the same thing about a gravel fork.
Sure.
And I personally think that is the direction that companies should go with their gravel forks. They should try to make these gravel suspension forks more aero, and then I think there's a really good case to be made for running those. And as far as the weight goes,
wait, hold on, step up about the aeroness. What currently which fork is the most aero?
Well, I haven't wind tunnel tested them at all. So if you're looking for me to say the Lauf,
there you go.
I'm not going to say it because I don't know.
That's more aero than a rigid fork, right?
Well, look who it is.
In the mountains. Mountain
What's up, nerds?
Tyler out of the
What's up,
jungle.
nerds? That's like the best way you could have come on. What's up, nerds?
I heard this podcast was on life support, so it needed someone to bring some energy back to it.
Yeah, well, your audio is so bad that Adam should just cut you out right now.
Tyler, you been watching the Vuelta or what?
Yeah, dude, I've been keeping up with it. There's good Wi-Fi in these woods.
Nice.
Dang.
Yeah,
Dude, how crazy is it that Tom Pidcock's winning?
Oh God, Tom Pidcock couldn't top 10 at Vuelta stage if he was the only one in it. So,
damn, thought I'd get him.
How crazy is it that Juan Ayuso is leaving UAE?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
We didn't even talk about that.
We didn't even know that.
This is why we need Tyler.
Just dropped the bomb.
I think you didn't know that, Drew, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, Juan Ayuso is out at UAE. It's an embarrassment of riches. They probably have like 16 other GC riders, so that's fine. But
okay, I didn't actually. I saw that he was that UAE dropped him, but I didn't actually read the article. Can you fill us in?
I don't think they dropped him, Dylan.
It was mutual termination.
Well, see, clearly I didn't read the article, so maybe you could fill me in.
Yeah, it was mutual termination. Ayuso has been a little bit of a contentious rider on the team, mostly because I think he kind of got screwed over a couple of years ago. Like, I don't know, UAE is a little crazy with like anybody not named Pogacar, but he basically was, trying to get out. Like, dude, he dropped himself on one of the first stages, and then was like, oh yeah, I wasn't here for GC, and then proceeded to win the next stage by like considerable margin. So I think that he's been asking out for a long time, and UAE was finally willing to let him go. So that's the story. Mutual termination. Yeah.
Dang.
Anyways, that's been your Vuelta update. Thought I'd call and see how you dudes are doing.
Is this your re-entry back into the world?
No. I'll be back like a couple more weeks.
A couple
when you guys
more
are done
weeks.
talking about gravel.
Couple weeks?
Dang, dude, we're gonna have to sound like idiots whenever we talk about World Tour racing for a couple more weeks now.
Even if I'm here, we still talk about World Tour. We still sound like idiots talking about World Tour.
You still sound like an
racing,
idiot, Dylan, when he is there.
Dude, Tyler, the Ryder Cup's in a couple weeks. You better come out of the woods before that.
I'll be out of the woods before then. Don't worry.
All right.
I'll come back out for another update.
All right. Well,
good seeing you, man.
Yeah. See you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Have fun in the mountains.
man, that audio quality was terrible.
It's all right. We got it.
I'm sorry, listeners, that you had to.
At least he was only on there for like 2 minutes.
That's true.
Drew, did you finish reading your question from that guy?
Yeah, that was all of it.
I can't even remember.
Why would you not run a suspension fork?
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Well, what I was about to say about the weight is like, I mean, I don't know how many times I've said it on this podcast, but weight is the least important marginal gain out of the 4 main marginal gains. So unless we're talking about like a crazy climbing race, that should be your last consideration. Like if we're talking about Unbound, we're talking about Big Sugar. I'd run the suspension fork.
Yeah, but no one goes to the local group ride and is like, yo, dude, feel how heavy my bike is.
Yeah, I know.
I think one of the biggest benefits of the
suspension fork I've noticed this year is that I really feel like it decreases your chance of a front flat, because when you're in the big group of the peloton and you can't see the road ahead of you, if you smack like a big rock or something, like the suspension fork can absorb some of that impact rather than your tire, and maybe you can maybe that allows you to ride closer in the pack and not be so stressed about flat tires.
This might be a dumb question, but I'm not sure. Does weight matter more if somebody's going slower up a climb? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're talking about the average person?
Because aero matters less proportionally. So, if you're going 15 miles an hour up a climb versus 10 miles an hour up a climb, aero matters more at 15 miles an hour than it does at 10.
All right, so a steep enough climb that the aero doesn't matter like almost at all.
Okay, so if it's like steep enough that the aero is almost irrelevant, then what are you asking? Does weight matter more? I mean,
if somebody's taking twice as long,
it definitely does.
They're spending twice as long going up the climb, hauling that weight up there.
Well, that means somebody's going twice as fast, which would ultimately mean that aero starts to matter.
Well, no, under a certain threshold, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
and the steeper the climb, the more power to weight does matter. Right. So,
yeah. And the slower you go, proportionally, weight matters more to the other marginal gains. Yeah.
So the slower rider should factor in the weight of a fork more then.
Yeah. So, and if you're going slower,
practical.
Assuming they're going the same speed on flat roads, they're going at
Okay, I was thinking they're going slower on flat roads.
No,
because if you're going slower on flat roads, they're getting less benefit from the suspension fork.
Huge fat dude.
Well, being fat is also not aero, but
depends where you put the fat.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, dude. Straighten those boobs, man. You're just cruising.
That's probably why. What's his name? Our homie that does triathlons. Blumenfeld.
Blumenfeld, yeah.
Yeah. It's probably why he's so fast. His chest is like an arrow shape already.
Yeah, I do feel like, and I don't know, Dylan, you can maybe chime in here or anyone else, but I do feel like 5 years from now, gravel bikes are just going to come stock with suspension.
Yeah, I mean, gravel.
I think that's where it's moving.
Gravel bikes, that's a wide range, right? I mean, gravel racing is a wide range. So I don't think suspension is better for every gravel race, because there's some gravel races that are like nearly road races, and then there's some gravel races that are nearly mountain bike races. So you need
but if it's a nearly road race, then you're probably just going to be on a road bike with 40s.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, I got another good one. This one's this one will be a Visit Brevard advertised reading. Looking for
Visit Brevard actually wanted to sponsor me, and then I think I asked too much money, so they didn't.
What are they? You're such a turd. Looking for a solid road route or gravel route with a ton of climbing, around 100 miles, around Pisgah area, because he's planning to go there for a work trip.
Let's do the BWR North Carolina course.
Are any of you fools able to help a brother out with a Strava route? Maybe the tire guy, since he lives around there, could drop some knowledge about the area.
Tire guy, is that Dylan?
Ryan from Charleston, South Carolina.
Oh, yeah. People from Charleston love coming to Brevard.
Yeah. What would you tell me?
Couldn't he just go do the BWR North Carolina course?
Yeah, the BWR North Carolina course would be great. He's talking about gravel, right?
You doing that one, Dylan?
No.
What?
Well, it's like the week before Little Sugar, so I don't want to do.
You live there.
Yeah, but I don't want to do 3 races in a row.
Bro, I was coming to that race to race you.
Okay, well, sorry.
You're so lame.
I don't want to do 3 race weekends in a row, especially when the last one is the most important one.
Yeah, dude, Iceland, it's so important.
Come on.
Gotta save some cheeks for
I don't care at all about BWR North Carolina.
Being friends with you is like so disappointing sometimes. Man.
Don't worry, we'll get to race each other at Little Sugar
Drew,
and Big Sugar.
Don't worry, I'm sure Dylan will sacrifice his entire day to feed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could just ride to all the feeds because he's so much faster than me that he'll feed me and then pass me and then feed me at the next one on his endurance ride.
Right.
Maybe that guy could just plan his work trip during BWR North Carolina and he could just do that.
You know what? I need to figure out where I'm going to stay. You probably would let me and my kids stay at your house, but I don't think I want my kids to stay at your house. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, I do have
It might pick up some illness.
There's like holes in the floor. Like I might lose one.
Yeah, also I have a roommate right now, so the spare bedroom is taken.
Who's your roommate?
Kyle McDonald.
Oh yeah, he graduated. Did he graduate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did. He emailed me.
Yeah, remember we just talked about that.
I forgot.
That's why he's so good at math.
I wasn't here for that.
Oh yeah, you weren't on for that.
Okay,
Where's
all right.
Peta?
Well, she's here.
Dang, full house. Are they sharing? Are they sharing the guest room?
Yeah, they're sharing the guest room. That's definitely what's happening.
You make somebody sleep out in your recording studio, aka the shed.
Yeah, I mean, Drew, not all of us, wait till marriage for our marital beds.
Whoa, too much. All right, next question. Next. So that's all we're gonna give this guy is just do the BWR route. Dang.
I just heard it's a sick route.
Sorry,
okay,
Ryan.
another route.
Sorry,
another
Ryan.
route you could.
I guess these guys don't care that much.
Look, another route you could check out, Monster Cross. I'm assuming he's on a gravel bike, right? Is that what he said?
He said gravel or mountain bike, I think. Yeah, road or gravel.
Okay. I would check out the Monster Cross course. I would check out the Assault on the Carolinas course. What else? I mean, I could make a Strava route for you.
Nah, don't do that. That's too much work.
Okay, well, check out Assault on the Carolinas course. Check out Monster Cross course. Check out BWR North Carolina.
Can't people just go to your Strava and look at all the roads that you ride? I've had people do that.
You don't want to do what Dillman rides.
Oh,
I actually agree with Scott on this one. Sometimes I do some dumb things that I wouldn't recommend to people.
I've ran
one
into
time for a while. He was doing like a 7-hour ride on like a 10-mile circuit.
Oh gosh, yeah,
laps.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, so don't do that one. All right, I gave him 3 suggestions, so I think we can move on to the next one.
All right. Mark says this is a question for Scott. XT mechanical or splurge on Di2 XT?
Why?
And then 120 or 130 front fork?
Why would Scott know this?
I don't know.
What's the price difference? Maybe he just knows I'm a good, I see value in things well. You know what I mean? What's the price difference?
Probably double. He says, I currently have 100 mils of front travel and rear full squish with XTR 1x12. He's got a Rocky Mountain element. I'm selling the bike because my wife said if I did, I can get a new one. That's a good call. I will be getting an Allied BC40. Oh, Dylan's got one of those. And I was wondering where you would not compromise. They have an XT setup, mechanical or electronic. Sorry, Adam, the mechanics I use had a lot of mechanicals racing SRAM, so he's only ever been on Shimano. That sucks. They also have a front fork in a 120 or 130. I live in Florida, and it's rocky, rooty, and technical. I go on one ride a year to a place like Brevard. Maybe he's from Charleston, actually.
He lives in Florida.
Or Bentonville with friends. Which option would you recommend?
I like how he's asking Scott this question.
Yeah,
the last person I would ask, but I want to hear Scott's answer.
I don't know. Is his wife going to know what the price difference is? Like, can he just say that it was the only option or something?
Wow, Scott's been married for a year.
I don't think it has anything to do with the actual group sets. It's all about like the value of it and what his wife's going to think.
Yeah, married for a year and he's already got it figured out. Nice. You seen that picture or the video or something of like the wife receipt where the bike shop gives you a fake receipt that you give to your wife that actually doesn't have the real amount on it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, he's getting a BC40. Like is that a nice bike?
Isn't that already
it's a nice
expensive?
bike.
All right, if you're going to go with the nice bike, I would just go all in.
Yeah, you can't have a
nice group set.
Hunk of junk on the BC40. Like,
but is the Di2
do people
nice?
still consider putting cables on their bikes, like if they don't have to?
Yeah, I don't know.
Definitely don't do the cables.
Yeah, don't. Also, I mean, I hate to agree with Adam here, but the new SRAM axis, I would do that if you're talking about a mountain bike.
Like the transmission?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mechanic. They don't like SRAM.
You don't need a mechanic,
dude.
You literally don't even need a mechanic. Like, you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
It's like the easiest. Like, it's all wireless.
I can promise if you get transmission,
stick the chain.
Mark, if you get transmission, you will not have mechanicals.
Yeah, you don't ever. Right. It's like,
are you supposed to be able to just like jump on the derailleur and it just doesn't break?
Yeah, that's the thing. Your mechanics don't want you to get it because then they're not going to have to work on your bike anymore.
Ooh, conspiracy theorist over there. Yeah, I mean, Scott or whoever else, if you want to recommend the XT Di2, whatever, but
well, that was the option. I mean, if it's a multiple choice answer, question, you can't just write your own answer in.
All right, then what do you say? The Di2, right?
Yeah, Di2.
I say SRAM transmission.
I don't think that was an option, though, was it?
Well, I don't care. That's what I'm saying.
I think I'm with Dylan on this one. Screw your mechanics.
All right, and I personally would probably just go with the 130 fork. It's the same. It weighs the same. It's the same fork. It's just a different air spring. I got the 120 in that fork, and I regret it. I wish I got the 130.
And if I see you riding in Brevard and you have XT with cables on your bike, I'm going to be pissed. And I'm not going to talk to you.
You don't talk to people anyways, so you're going to treat him. You're going to treat him the same as you treat everyone else. Ride past him, thinking I'm a big deal, and you're not going to wave to him or nothing.
Yeah,
even if you know them. If I rode past you, you would just straight eye right past me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For other reasons, but yeah. I'd actually specifically pretend like I didn't know you if I rode past you.
Just for me. And then you'd see some guy behind me and you'd stop and talk to him.
Yeah.
So, in Mark, since you live in Florida, so weight really doesn't matter, I would do the GX transmission and then get some carbon hoops. Like, you can't have that bike without carbon hoops. It's not.
He didn't even talk about
legal.
The wheels.
I know, but he has to, like, where you would compromise versus not compromise.
Why?
Yeah, honestly,
why do you need carbon wheels?
Because they're lighter and stiffer, and they look
and
cool.
they just ride better. Yeah, and
okay. I was wondering if there was
mechanicals.
I was wondering if there was a difference in the riding.
Oh, huge difference in the riding.
Chase had those bird spokes on his bike. Those make a big difference.
I've never ridden those. I would like to.
I've heard
to see how it feels, but
I've heard they do.
I rode bird spokes once.
Yeah,
they were fine. It kind of makes the wheel feel like more dull and less snappy. Which I don't know. I mean, that could be good, could be bad. I think
a lot of them have like the new, like a lot of the wheels have the carbon spokes now.
Yeah,
I don't know how that would feel.
So we're probably only talking about fractions of a watt of difference, but it's kind of funny that Chase has the bird spokes, considering he's such an aero weenie, because, the reason why companies choose bladed spokes instead of regular round spokes is because there's a little bit of an aero advantage. So, and that's talking about a tiny round spoke. Bird spokes are round, but they're much bigger in diameter. So I don't know what the watt savings would be for going from bird spokes to bladed, but it's probably some fraction of a watt. I don't even think it'd be a full watt, but
do you think it's less than a watt?
Yeah, it's probably less than. I don't think it'd be. I could be wrong. Maybe it's more than a watt. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But there is some aero penalty to running the bird spokes.
If it's less than a watt, dude, that's come on.
Dude, have you seen Chase? Chase cares about.
He does
fractions of a watt.
I mean, yeah, he's like, he wore aero socks every day in Iceland, and it was like cold.
You know what, Chase?
Rainy.
I bet if you took a lighter or like a blowtorch and you just singed those bird spokes just a little bit in the front and the back, you could make them more blade shape.
Don't do that. Do not do that.
Okay.
I wonder if you could cut those bird spokes with just a pair of scissors.
They look fragile. Like when they rub together, you can start to see some of the frays coming off. You're like, that makes me nervous. I got a homie from California says, any thoughts on if there'd be value in a bigger dude, 6'3", 180 pounds, being able to net any added aero advantages on long downhills by running a dropper post? So just to keep it interesting, can you answer this on a scale of 1? Everyone is now dumber for having listened to this question. May God have mercy on my soul. To 10, suck it, Mohoric. This is how the mid-40s dude who asked this question is going to win the MSR 2026.
What is MSR?
I don't know.
Milan San Remo.
Oh, yeah. 2026.
Isn't that the one that Mohoric won on a dropper?
With the dropper post,
yeah.
So he's saying, should he put, he doesn't say on what bike, but I'm assuming like a road or a gravel bike.
Yeah, I think it makes the most sense for a big rider because weight is, proportionally, like adding the weight of a dropper post is proportionally adding less weight to the overall system. If the guy weighs a lot, right?
So like you talk about like, well, it's going to add weight to your bike. Well, you're already a big dude. So like, why don't you just lose 2 pounds and make up for it?
Well, not even that. Just proportionally, like
right, yeah.
100-gram addition for somebody who weighs 180 pounds
versus 100
proportionally is less than 100-gram addition to somebody who weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think the bigger you are, the more sense it makes. And I actually, I actually would love to go into the wind tunnel and test a dropper seat down position versus regular normal position. I bet the aero savings
that would be cool. Lot. You should do that. We should do that when we finally do, when your sponsor finally sends you those wheels or whatever, and we can finally schedule the wind tunnel that was supposed to happen in March this year, but hasn't happened yet. Maybe we'll do a dropper post test.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it to happen the week after Iceman.
Oh yeah, that would be pretty good. Yeah, like the off season.
It'd be the off season.
Yeah, that'd be.
And that way you're still really fit.
SILCA would probably still want to be like they'd need some content around then, like because all the racing would be over. Yeah, that'd be good. So you probably wouldn't want to do a lab test that week.
No, that'd be the ideal time to do the lab test.
I don't think I want to do a lab test again, period.
Because you know that your VO2 is probably way higher than mine, and you don't want to. There's something about pros not wanting a high VO or not wanting people to know they have a really high VO2. So then it doesn't take away from the fact that they're. It's like, you know what I mean? Like if somebody says they have a 90 VO2, you're like, oh, so that's why you're so fast. But like it kind of.
No one says that.
I just think that nobody cares nearly as much as you do. Like nobody.
It's the number one metric in endurance sports.
Yeah, but I just don't think anybody thinks about it as much as you do.
Because they're stupid. If it's the number one metric that determines performance in endurance sports, you should care a freaking lot about it.
Yeah, but you can't change it.
You can change it. You can.
Okay, but you can't. Knowing your VO2 isn't going to be
just is harder to change. It's harder to change than FTP.
Are you changing your training because of this number or something?
Yeah, what Scott is saying is that knowing it doesn't actually do anything for you.
If anything, it's a hindrance.
Yeah, which I agree. I agree that
unless you go into the test and you think your VO2 is somewhat thing, and then you test exactly that, it's going to be a hindrance.
No. Mine was 10 higher than I thought it was, and now I got freaking confidence to
the only reason you should
moon.
get tested is so somebody else can know it, not you.
I mean, I think it would be useful for like a team if a team is considering a rider, if they do VO2 testing,
somebody else.
See their potential. I don't think it's very helpful for you to know the number at all. Maybe it's helpful for you, Drew,
it's helpful for me.
You thought it was low, and now you know that it's high, so you have more confidence.
It's so helpful for me. Dylan paid the dude, or Adam paid the dude off. He like sent him 100 in the mail and said,
dude, and you've been crushing it since then.
Yeah, I know. You were like, he told the guy to just give me a false reading. I'm gonna slip him like $1,000.
Didn't even hook your mask up. Apparently,
I'm gonna be like, you gotta tell Dylan he's got like a 65, and then you're just gonna plummet into mediocrity.
All right, I got crabs to steam. Let's wrap this up.
Okay, guys. Right. Scott's got crabs. Let's go.
Real quick. Seth on Patreon asked why we didn't put last week's episode early on Patreon. That was my bad.
Because you're not giving enough. You're not giving us enough of your money, Seth.
Yeah,
you need to bump up to the higher level.
My wife's like 38 weeks pregnant, and we had a scare. We had to go into the doctor, and I just didn't get it out in time, so I just didn't do it.
Y'all have a baby yet? No,
not yet.
Any day now.
Still waiting. She thinks today. So
today,
and he's potted. He's potted on the potential birthday of his child.
I mean, what am I supposed to be doing? I gotta work.
Snap! I hope it's today.
Wow.
Will you text us if it is? Text us a picture.
Sure.
Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Okay.
You should name the child after your favorite bonk bro.
Oh, dang.
Maybe I'll just name her Loaf.
Loaf.
All right. Let's wrap it up. We'll see you.